I tell you what, I just cannot catch a break. Hold on here. To save my ass. Went down today to get after work to get a load of fertilizer. Nothing out of the ordinary about that. Heading back. I've been running 3. We're just gonna run 3. Get about 2 miles from home. Truck blows a radiator hose. Overheats on me. Take that back. It didn't blow a radiator hose. The GM in their infinite freaking wisdom, for years, to hook the heater lines up to the heater core, you got your 2 lines sticking through the firewall with hose barbs on them, and you just shove the hoses on with clamps, and that's how you make your connection. Nah, that's too freaking easy. GM has to make these big Dort quick connect fittings they're made out of plastic. They have hose barbs on them, so that you can have a hose going to a hose barb with a hose clamp going to a quick connect fitting that then quick connects onto the heater core. Well, one of those hose barbs sheared off one of them plastic fittings, dumped all my coolant out, and that was all she wrote. Naturally, I have a load of fertilizer with a storm on the way and yada yada yada, but so Dad had to bring a tractor down and pull me home the rest of the way, so that wasted a bunch of time. So it's been a day. Actually, it was a good day up until that point. Just can't keep a streak. Basically the same time, which is usually how you like it to work out. So Dad went to town to get parts for my truck, so since I don't got to worry about that, we're gonna go hook onto the disc with the 4-wheel drive. Maybe I gotta look at the radar, but well, let me do that right now. Weather channel was saying 8, so that probably means 7. 6, So I got about 45 minutes. Oh, rain possible after 11. Oh, that storm broke up pretty good. Well, good. Maybe it'll just break up all the way. So yeah, we're gonna go hook onto the disc with four-wheel drive. And I want to disc this whole field to take care of the grass, but the main thing I want to do is take care of this low ground down here. I can't get the chisel plow through because I couldn't get the chisel plow through it last year, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get it through this year. So we'll just disc it to finish up. Alrighty, we're back with the disc. I'm not even gonna bother unfolding the wings because I want them up for weight, and it's only 3 acres, so. But like I say, I want to do the whole thing to take care of this grass. This won't be a finishing pass. I'll still run the soil finisher over it when I come do the whole field, but this will at least clean it up a little bit and get this spot here broken up that I can't get the chisel plow through. So hopefully I can get through it. I was able to get through it with a disc last year. But last year was also a drought. just in time because it's starting to spit rain on me, although I don't think it's going to amount to much looking at the radar. It'd be nice if we could have a 1/4 inch or less, or none at all. I mean, well, I don't want to say none at all. If I say none at all, then we won't get any, and then it'll just shut off, and I'll be saying, man, I wish we could get some rain. But I don't know if this was the right decision or not, but it can't dry out. I mean, this up here is gonna dry out fine. This is all sand. But that wet ground down there, we'll find out. I don't know if it's gonna dry out enough to get the finisher over it or not, but if I can get the finisher over most of it and then just plant through that, it'll be fine. I'd really like to find a 16-foot rolling harrow for behind that disc. Actually, it's a 16-foot disc, so I'd probably need like a 17.5 foot or an 8, a 17.5 or an 18. I don't know if they make a 17.5 or not, but probably an 18 would be easier to come by. But then, like, you can come out here like today, break it open, knock all the green down, and then if it gets rained on fine, throw the harrow behind it, come back in, because that thing will float better than that finisher and basket will. And then you can go through them wet spots and use it as a finishing tool versus the finisher. But pretty sure I got a baffle broke loose in that muffler, which that muffler and that thing's about had it. It had about had it when we put it on there, and I think it's about done. But anyhow, I guess get home and see what I got to do about my truck. Dad was tinkering with it when I left, so I don't know if he's got it back together or not, but I guess I'll find out. So I guess this one will just be a shorty, and we'll continue, and we can actually get over here and get it fit and planted. So well, that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one.